Can this lay on the couch or do I have to?
No, you can just kind of prop it up.
Make sure it's got a clear. There you go. Now we're up above the knee. There you go. Oh, not. Alright. Whatever.
Easy. Now you're on.
Who, me?
Are we rolling?
Yeah, rolling.
Just kidding.
Or I should probably put my phone away.
No, just keep going. That's fine.
Really?
Are you playing games?
No, I'm actually sending emails out.
Tetris.
Screaming at people with Trey. It's a different type of game.
Tetris.
It's called Piss Everybody Off.
I know
Oh.
that one.
Welcome to another installment of Stone Cold TV. I'm sitting here with some of the band members from Fear Factory.
Well, this is strapping young lad over here. This is
Oh.
Devin.
Yeah. Wow, you're not much of a metalhead, are you?
No.
This man is like one of the greatest gods of metal.
Still asleep. I woke up like 2 minutes ago. Do you want to sit next to him?
No,
Because
that's what I'm
Go ahead, get it all out.
I'm gonna send you an email right now.
Stop it. Is it on vibrate? I'm sorry.
You gotta keep that in there now.
No.
That's great.
Where am I?
I don't know. Where are you?
I quit right now. I'm leaving.
She's still high from 2 days ago.
Wow.
I smoked weed. It's crazy.
She's really proud of it. She's worried about getting
You're
there.
right here.
Kick this off.
What's the name of this venue? I don't even know the name of the venue.
Tabernacle.
No. Hey, you don't know where you are. You have no idea.
We're masquerade! Are we in Atlanta?
I think this is Fear Factory. I think this is our dressing room. I was just gonna refer to my band as third person. Anyway,
I
Fear
quit.
Factory.
we're here in our dressing room, and I play drums for Fear Factory,
Yeah.
and he plays guitar and sings for
I
Strapping.
see who's driving.
And name is
Raymond Herrera.
Devin Townsend.
it's Trevor over there. I'm not quite
She
sure
doesn't
who I
know who
am
she
right
is.
now. So
She's at a different club interviewing different bands.
it's
Yeah,
going
exactly. That happens to me all the time.
Okay, since I just woke up, please apologize for our, I don't know.
Well, Raymond, let me say happy anniversary. This
Oh,
Halloween
my
was
God.
15.
Yeah.
15
Dude, I feel
years.
old.
Well, you don't look it.
Well, still feel old.
Yeah.
Well, every time I hear it, it's like been together for 15 years. Like, wow. I can't think of anything else that I've been doing for 15 years. Not like that. Yeah.
Right. So is your official anniversary on Halloween?
It was on Halloween, yeah.
Did you guys play
Ironically.
a Halloween show this year?
Yeah, did we play Minneapolis? We played Minneapolis.
I don't even know, man.
I think it was Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah,
guys-
it was actually. It was.
Did you guys dress
did
up?
The whole thing.
Well, the other guys got dressed up. I
Womp womp.
sweat my, off on the drum, so it's kind of hard
You
for me
can
to like
cuss,
wear
it's okay.
makeup
Ass.
and, yeah, so. I was like, well, I'm not gonna, I never get dressed up every year, but these guys do. But
Uh-huh.
I have a great excuse. So I do.
Yeah, the makeup's good around.
Yeah, makeup will be gone in like 2 songs.
Also, another congratulations for you. This year started 3volution.
Yeah. Damn, man. I like this guy.
And well, for those that don't know, Raymond's a big gamer freak and always has been, and actually got his own company going. It went through some changes, but now it's 3volution,
Yeah, it's
and
3volution.
you put music on video games.
Yeah, we do music, voiceovers, and sound effects for video games. We did about 8 games this year. 3 of them came out today, actually. Infected
SmackDown.
PSP, SmackDown versus Raw 2006, and our Rainbow Six soundtrack came out today too.
Very cool.
Which actually Strapping Young Lad is on.
Thank you, Raymond.
Congratulations.
I don't want to be here anymore.
I heard recently you were on the bus and you got several machines in there set up. Your PlayStation's on pause because you don't have a memory card?
Well, no, I have a memory card. I just keep them on pause so that when I come back, I can just play again.
Just pick right up where you left off. But I heard recently you were back in the back with some dance music going on. Did you break out the little twister board on the floor?
No, dude, I can't do that. I'd have to kick my own ass. I can't do that. I'm pretty good with the controller though, but as far as the dancing, no, I'm not.
Two
Yeah,
left feet.
I can't do that. I can't. Yeah, that's not smart for me.
Now with the gaming voiceovers and stuff like that, is there any plans to do anything like cartoons or voiceovers for movies or anything like that?
Well, we'd like to step over to movies, but right now we're just so busy in the video game world. start working on another project early next year, which we're actually gonna tie in with Nuclear Blast and Century Media and have Strapping and Lad and do like collaborations with other bands
Oh yeah, man.
and do something really original that nobody's really done before, so.
It's the first he's heard of it. He's
Well,
like, "All right."
speaking of movies, you had a song on the Saw.
Yeah, we have a song on Saw, yeah.
Did they ask you to do Saw 2?
We were actually talking to them about doing Saw 2. They wanted new music, but we didn't have any music ready in the time that they needed it done, so we weren't able to
Didn't get that one in
Yeah.
pre-production.
Yeah, last time it really kind of synced up really well because the movie was coming out obviously on Halloween last year, and our record came out in April, so there was plenty of time for have them pick something or something that wanted to work with the movie. So we would have loved to have been with this on par with this one. It just didn't work out.
That video, I remember that video. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was cool. It's actually their idea to do that. They wanted to implement one of our songs with scenes of the movie and have us. I was like, yeah, of course.
Right on.
We were
Now,
about it.
anything coming up in the near future that your fans might not know about? I know you guys were working on some DVDs and stuff like that.
We're actually going to film one of the. Actually, I don't even know if Devin knows this yet, but we're going to film one of the House of Blues shows when we get to the West Coast and maybe try to do a DVD with all four bands.
That's a cool idea, man.
So we're trying.
This guy ought to be good because from what I've been reading, he's got a mouth on him.
What do you mean?
I think the quote was something shit, fuck, piss, pop tart or something like that. Do you even know what comes out of your mouth?
I think that heavy metal as a genre is pretty ridiculous. I mean, I think that we're all deep in our 30s and standing up on stage and screaming our balls off every night. So I think there's something to be said for just going with it. And yeah, man, if you want to offend people, it's a great forum to do it because you can yell at them, you can swear at them, you can tell them to eat your ass, and.
Have you ever had anybody take you up on that?
My wife.
Maybe.
Your wife?
But I mean, other than that, man, I mean, it's like, hell, I still buy the T-shirts and I can still yell at them. You can say, I really don't like you at all. There's nothing about you I like. Please buy our T-shirts.
Yeah.
Unsavory heathens.
Unsavory.
Yeah, it's true, man. It's true. But I think it's like, it's been a good tour. We just got, I am mouthy, but we have a lot of respect for, Fear Factory and the other bands in the bill. So you got to make sure that you don't like totally disassociate the audience before they get up there.
Right, exactly. We get on stage, it's like, well, we didn't like that Devin guy. We had to leave. No, that's been great.
Actually, from the reviews that I've read, other than your show being long and strong, some of the best shows that the fans have checked out recently, and they're very, very into it. You guys are throwing in some of your older tunes, Big God, help me out, Big God.
Wow, Lynchpin, Acres of Skin. What else are we doing? 4 tracks from Demanufactured, doing Sulfire Sisters, Zero Signal,
And you
Demanufactured.
finish up the set with Timelessness.
Finish up with Timelessness.
Everybody's digging that.
Yeah, that's cool. That was Bert's idea to do that, so I was like, hey man, I'm all for it. I don't have to do anything. It's great. It's great. No, the tour is awesome, man. It's
It's awesome.
I'm actually, we were originally really disappointed that Shadows Fall ended up dropping out because this was supposed to be a Fear Factory Shadows Fall thing, and after they dropped out, everything looked really dismal. But to have, for us to put a package like this together with 4 killer bands, I mean, dude, I'm almost glad the whole Shadows Fall thing went away. Hopefully none of them were watching that. But I mean, really, and the tour is really strong, and we're really happy about it.
I like the new cover of the album. It's Transgression. It's got the
Yeah, it's an FF logo.
FF logo, but it turns into like an alien skull
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
going on. That looks really cool.
Yeah.
And like I say about the reviews, this guy is getting a lot of attention for his heckling of the crowd. And I think you made
It's
a
great.
big name for yourself.
I mean, if you're a bald, ugly-looking bastard from Canada, the chance of you not getting any attention is like pretty slight. So, plus we got like Strapping. We've been around for 10 years. You know what I mean? So it's like we're trailing in behind Fear Factory, but we've been distributing the hatred for a few years ourselves.
Hanging out in healthy doses.
That'd be a name for a record.
Yeah, distributing the hatred.
Distribution of hatred.
You heard it here first.
You guys are gonna take a 4-month break after December,
Yeah,
something like that, and then do the European thing.
Yeah, Bert's having a baby.
Oh,
Well,
really?
his wife's having.
All right. Well, congratulations, Burton. Sorry that you're not here to hear this, but congratulations for that. And a Mama Bell as well.
Yeah.
What's the plans for 4 months? Kick back, do a little fishing?
Well, I got a lot of video game stuff to take.
I
That'd be
think,
great.
I think Raymond is the least of, you've got more things going on. than
Yeah,
most
yeah,
people
yeah.
I've ever met.
Yeah.
So it's not 4 months.
I'm not sitting home
off.
like this. No, I love it. It's great. Love it.
So you got just the video game stuff. When
Yeah.
are you guys gonna get back?
That I'm getting ready to put a band together for Nuclear Blast, and that I'm gonna be a part of.
No way.
And, yeah. And
No way.
so yeah, I'm gonna keep
Get out.
busy.
What are you gonna play?
Drums.
Oh.
Not picking up the tuba.
Well, right now, all right, this is really early, but right now the plan is me on drums, Mirsha from Nemec on first guitar, Frederick from Ashok on second guitar, Bjorn from Solo work on vocals, and I'm still looking for a bass player, but it might be Shane Embry from Napalm.
A nice little collection.
Yeah, it'll be like a kind of a
Cornucopia,
mini
if you
super
will.
group kind of, but it's gotta be really sick and it'll be really good, so. That's the plan, I mean, it may change because other people are busy too, so.
All right. Well, Burton's got his side project.
Yeah, he's got a session of the Washington show, I think he's got a couple shows coming up in January, so.
Now, do they follow you guys around, and he just kind of does some other shows with them?
Well, we took 5 weeks off between Gigantor and this tour, and Bert did some shows actually, first week of October for the Watchers. So no, I mean it's not in tandem, but it's like when we're done, then he does his thing, and
I see.
you know, so
It
it's
kind of works out.
yeah.
In whatever way it can. Now, what do you got planned for the time off?
Well, strapping kind of keeps itself going perpetually, right? We've been doing it for so long. I got another band called the DEVIN TOWNSEND Band, ironically enough. We just finished a record for Inside Out Music, comes out in February. I'm producing a whole mess of bands that you've probably heard of, but I'll leave it out until they confirm it so I don't lose it based on that. I do, I've got an electronic, I've got a label of my own I run out of the house, and I've got a mess of electronic projects that I do work with, and I've got another one of those coming up in March, I think, and I think February through April is just production. I've got 2 or 3 bands that I'm working with that are pretty cool. So.
Now, is Strapping going with them to Europe? You can do the.
You know what, strapping, I think part of its charm is the fact that it's ready to implode at any second. So, you know, I prefer to kind of leave it on the fence and just saying if it happens, it happens, and if it explodes in a big violent dust cloud, then yeah, there's lots of things kicking around to keep me busy other than that. So.
Do you find being a Canadian that you have easier access to European countries?
Well, the thing is, there's a difference, I think, between being Canadian and being a Vancouverite, because we're surrounded in Vancouver by a range of mountains that allows us to be more decadent than pretty much any other place in the world, because no one really has any say over what we do. We're really separate. Like, I really hate Toronto. I really don't like most of Canada. But Vancouver, damn, like, I mean, what do you want? You can have it, you know what I mean? Weed, mushrooms.
I was gonna say they grow good shit up there. Northern Lights.
Yeah, I know.
It's like red light.
No, it is, it really is. I think we get away with more in Vancouver than they do in Amsterdam, right? So I think with that in mind, you know, Vancouver's a cool place to fill your boots with whatever you want to fill it with, right?
Fill your boots.
Name your eh?
Eh?
It's all about my house, eh?
Now, you've been around, the strapping's been around for 10 years.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember your first gig?
Oh yeah, we played at a place called Greg's Place in territory in British Columbia called Chilliwack, and played a Twisted Sister cover, and you know, I had a really bad mullet, and the 2 guitar players, we did the Scorpions triangle, standing in the middle, and everything. We should have known at that time that we were doomed, because it was among the worst things that I think most of the people who were at that gig had ever seen.
Now, how much did you get paid for that gig? Do you remember that?
Paid?
You just
You
did
don't
it.
get paid in strapping.
Free
You
beer?
don't get paid for
Free
metal.
beer?
Metal doesn't pay it. No, I don't. I'm not down with the beer. I think that gig probably just gave us. It bruised our ego and allowed us to realize that we had the wrong bass player. So, if anything, what that gig paid us was the ability to fire our bass player and get Byron in.
Oh, that's
There
great.
you go. And you cut your mullet the next day.
No, I just let it grow, and it migrated from the top to the back.
So now you have a skull.
Yeah, I was still.
I want to see it. Take off your hat.
That's great.
He does
Awesome!
have a skullet.
I'll
That's
tell ya. It's
phenomenal.
like an ostrich egg wearing a hula skirt.
It's kind of Rastafarian Gallagher.
It's kind of lazy and don't want to wash it.
That's
We're
great.
gonna scoot over here for a second. He just jumped on me.
Oh, that's bad.
I'm just kidding.
It's Canadian, whatever jumped on you, it's got good taste. So.
It's got good taste. I don't know about all
And it's
that.
got health insurance.
That's true.
Yes, it does.
Now, besides all of the stuff that you've got going on,
Right?
if music was taken out completely, if that was never introduced into your life, what would you be doing?
Wow. I'd probably, I don't know.
You'd
I was
still
gonna go to
be-
college for electrical engineer. I'd probably be doing that now. I don't know. But I didn't go obviously because
Obviously. What about you?
I'd go to school as well. I'm really interested in math. So, you know,
Math.
I'm really into computers, I'm really into math. So, I mean, I'd probably do
Calculus.
something. Maybe, I don't know. I just like, it doesn't really matter to me as long as I'm able to do a good job. You know, I think that's my priority in life, be it music or anything. It's like if I got a job to do, I really want to do the best job I
Put in
can.
10%.
So, yeah. So it's like, if I flip a burger, I'll make the meanest burger you've ever made. I'd do something.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Now, Europe.
Yeah.
What are have you been over there? Have you toured over there yet?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've been to Europe
How do they
8
compare?
times, 9 times.
How do they compare over here?
They being the fans or just
Yeah,
being
yeah,
out
the
there?
fans.
There's certain hot spots where, you know, fans are a little more into it than other places. I mean, it's overall pretty much really the same.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah, I mean, you've got, you know, rowdy fans and fans that are just, you know, fans are probably, the only real, like probably the most major difference I've noticed is that people will travel in Europe to go see. Like, we'll do a show in London and people from Japan will fly to
Yeah.
see us in London.
Oh, right on.
Whereas in the States, you know, if you live in
Georgia and you guys are playing in Florida, that's
yeah,
entirely
that's not gonna
different.
happen. You know, it's not as likely to happen, but out there, it's not, it's very commonplace for people to travel more than 1,000 miles to go see a band. Like, it's very common.
Do you think it's this that they're more diehard over there, or
I just think that music is more a part, like concerts is more of a cool thing to do out there than it is out here. I think here, everything
Like
just moves a
pastime.
little too quickly, and things are too, it's too much about this and not enough about let's enjoy what's going on. And out there, like, you know, on top of the fact that they don't get to see bands as often either, you know.
Right.
They, you know, when we're out there, like they travel around. It's like the Grateful Dead. And it happens for almost all the bands I know.
Very cool. Even like the smaller
Yeah.
that people don't know
Yeah,
much
because
about.
people are just really into the music over there. It's like a whole different, it's a whole different level of you know,
Appreciation.
yeah, appreciation for
Now, I'm sure that the fans come up to you and they ask you all kinds of things. What's something that the fans ask you most about besides, hey, can you sign this?
how do I play drums so fast? That's the most frequently asked. Hey, you know, I've come to realize something. It's not that I'm really fast. There's tons of drummers that are way faster than I am. I think it's just the tightness that I do it at, and the precision that I do it at. I think that's what kind of blows people away more than how fast I really play, because I really don't play that much faster than anybody else
Make
out
it
there.
look almost like you do, or
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's something there, I just haven't figured it out yet.
And let me just say as well that after we toured with them before as well, it's like every night this guy plays the part perfect. It's uncanny. It really is.
there's
No
no like,
ringless
oh, my
star.
stick.
I think it had more to do with that than really like, wow, this guy's really the fastest guy in the world, because I know I'm not.
But you are damn fast.
Yeah, I am fast, and, you know, I think it's more the precision of everything and the difficulty of what I'm doing more than the speed of what I'm doing, so. But that'd probably be the most.
Actually, if you go to the website at fearfactory.com, you can check out a little video of Raymond doing his thing from a little crane cam above you.
Oh, right, when we were recording Transgression, I had like a 6-7 camera set up, different angles, tracking all the songs, which I'm going to release a DVD of next year. So we did like a little, like a demo. People are always like, "Oh, he doesn't play that on the record." It's like, well, I'm playing it. There it is.
There it is.
There's
It's
the
not
proof right there.
mastered. Anyway. Now, what about you? When fans come up to you, what's something that they ask besides, hey, will you
Fans
sign
don't
this?
talk to me. Either.
I wouldn't talk to him either.
Yeah.
Get out of my face!
That's the thing. That's the thing. It's a defense mechanism, right? I'm just like, don't talk to me. That's what they do. Most of the time, the people that do come up to you, though, it's like I get, you know, women don't talk to me, which is great. When I get some weird guys that think that you're connected with somebody.
Oh.
Dude.
I'm really angry too.
People always ask me about that. And, what's Devin like? Because see them on stage and they're like cussing people out, like you.
Does anybody ever try to like
It's like,
They take it
really
from
nice
art,
guy.
Of course.
and they come up and just like walk around with an entourage.
So what spawned the heckling? Did you guys get booed off the stage once, and ever since then you've just been eternally pissed off?
I just don't think I had many friends in high school, and I think on some repressed level I'm trying to make up for that now. Listen, I didn't get laid, and it's your fault!
You're much better looking than me, and I don't like that.
You know, it's like, I think that, you know, like heavy metal, you know, I'm a musician, I really like music, I really like beautiful music, I really like art, but no one wants to hear my beautiful music, they want to hear me be an idiot, right? So on some level that just makes me like revert back to my 15-year-old state where I'm just like, if you want me to be this ugly piece of shit beast, then sure, here I am. And while you're at it, buy all our merchandise and leave us alone.
Great.
Whatever works, right?
It doesn't work, so.
Oh,
But I mean, it does allow us on some time after 10 years to tour with bands like Fear Factory, so you never know there, ladies and gentlemen. Start cussing out your audience and see what happens. No, I just think, you know, I just think that in order to be a metalhead, you have to hate yourself on multiple levels, right? And, you know, sometimes it's a little closer to the surface than some people.
it's oozing out of your pores,
Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
got some on me.
I wish I could listen to Indian, but unfortunately I go like this.
Whatever makes the money. Now, do you have anything that you're scared of? Like fears,
Failure.
phobias,
I guess failure, pennies. I hate pennies.
pennies?
Yeah.
Like the money?
Yeah, I hate
Like
it.
my bracelet
I
is
don't-
all pennies. I kid you not, read it.
Yeah, thank you. That's awesome.
You don't like Gabe
I
Lincoln?
don't like jewelry. I don't like eating. I don't like going to the bathroom. I'm not a big fan of sleeping. I mean, if I could be a brain in a jar with a little piece of skin that someone could go like this to while I was thinking, then that would be awesome.
So you're really not down for much whatsoever.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's true, man. It's like, you know, I think
Do you have anything that you like to do?
Cuss people out.
I like to work on Pro Tools. I like to play instruments. You know, I like computers.
Anything involving people that you like to do?
Better say something
His head's
like
gonna explode. I can see it.
You know, it's not that I dislike it. It's just that being human is just like gross. You know, I mean, like, there's not much about human beings that are like endearing to me. You know, like, we're like
they're filthy animals.
Yeah, and I'm one of them. So it's like,
What about your wife? There's something
oh, I
about
love her. I've been with her for 14 years, but at the same time, it's like, only as intellectually speaking, I feel that everything is quite gross and everything. And all of a sudden, there's a piece of pornography on it, and everything. There's something about like losing. That's why I don't like shitting, right? Because I'm just like I'm working, and I'm like, oh, this is great, and all of a sudden, I'm like, I gotta shit. And my eating habits are so poor that I'll go up and lay out a ball of worms and blood, and I'll just be like, you know, now that sucks. You know?
I love it.
It's true though. It's like, you know, I think I like music. I like vibrations, right? I like it. I like making things good.
Wow. I love
That
it.
was
And I like
intense.
water and coffee.
Water and coffee.
I like water and coffee.
Yeah.
Together?
Yeah. Black coffee and bottled water and all that.
All right. What about you?
Wow. I'm sorry. I just like. What was the original question?
Any fears, phobias?
Phobias.
Any-
You know what? I'd almost have to say that I'm afraid of failure too.
Yeah.
But I try way too much shit to be. I fail all the time. I fail more than I've succeeded.
So you got your hands on too many things to succeed in
Yeah,
all.
but it's cool. You know, you know, it's like you expect the worst, but you know, you won't feel
Are
bad.
you guys allergic to anything? Any medic alert?
No, you know, I don't really think I don't think I'm afraid of too much.
I don't know.
I'm afraid about, you know, okay, here's a big one. I'm afraid to rely on other people. Nobody works as hard as I do, and that's my biggest fear.
So if you inspire, just crawl down through all your
Yeah, I mean, fear is such a strange thing, right? Because it's like, there really isn't too much to be afraid of. I used to be afraid of flying, and all of a sudden, like, I'm gonna die one day. Why does it make that big of a
We start to justify, rationalize.
Yeah.
How do you like besides music and doing what
See,
you do?
I love food.
Games.
I love working with the right people. I love food, yes, yes.
Oh,
I love writing music. I love recording. I love recording. What else do I love? I love being a part of the video game industry. I love the business of it. I love what I learned from it. I love the technology about it. I love our fans. Game fans have changed over the years. When I was a gamer growing up, I was a nerd. I was a geek. Now, my friends that are gamers that work in the industry are not geeks. Those are the cool guys now. It's become a
Is that
lifestyle.
because you're a part of
It's
it?
become a lifestyle, and it's become the cool thing because it's financially it's a huge thing financially, business wise. It's one of the biggest businesses out there.
But you don't think
And-
that it's because you're a part of it now, you're on the inside, so it's cool?
No,
You don't think
I
you're
think
on
it's
the
cool.
outside?
I think it's cool because every other commercial on TV is a video game. You go out in the streets, you walk around billboard, every other billboard is a video game. Anything that's that big, there's no way it's for nerds. It's just not possible.
I was gonna ask you, what is your favorite old school video game
Of all time,
of all time?
Casey Munchkin.
probably Mr. Duke.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a Tempest fan. I think it's the
Tempest is
sound
great.
effects
Tempest
that did
is
it
great.
for me.
Do you have any, do you like collect like the big arcade games or anything like that?
I don't collect the big arcade games, but I've got all the classics. I've got like all the games from like 80 to
Like Atari and that kind of deal?
On the bus actually.
On bus?
You know what I'd like to get a hold of is an old ColecoVision or an old Intellivision.
Those are great.
Machine. The actual
Exactly.
thing.
I had both of those. I mean, you know, back in the day, it was almost like the thing that the geeks did or the nerds did. But like I said, it's become so huge.
I have a little video game museum that I've started. I've got the 2600, the 5200,
Cool.
on up through all the NESs and a Sega machine and all that stuff. I've just kind of been putting them in boxes, keeping them in the attic for one day. I'll maybe get rid of it on eBay or something.
Oh, there you go.
Well, congratulations.
Well, thank you. I didn't know if he did the same thing.
No, I don't collect the old stuff. I collected it when I was a kid, and I'm done with it now. You know, I appreciate it for what it's worth, but you know, I could have 1,000 of those games fit on 500 megs or something, and it's like I'd rather do that than
Right.
that machine.
Right on. Now to wrap it up, I'm going to ask you guys real quick, where do you hope to go with your factory? What do you hope to see in the future for you guys?
I'd like to write more records, do more music, write some more original tracks for video games, eventually write some more stuff for movies, and
And any
Just
band
keep
you would like
doing
to tour
it.
with? Really big band that you guys just...
a really big band that we would like to tour with. I don't know. Really big bands. There probably aren't too many that I would even fantasize about touring with. It's not like, you know.
Well, they don't necessarily big in Europe.
Just other bands that we'd want to tour with. I wouldn't mind touring with Disturbed. I wouldn't mind doing some more shows with Korn. I wouldn't mind doing some more tours with Metallica. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, there's a lot of bands I'd like to tour with. You know, it'd be cool to do that. Yeah.
Right on. What about you?
Well, I'm cursed to be a musician, and I got a good work ethic, so I have got a million songs and a million ideas, and I'm just happy to have the stamina to be able to actualize them. But I mean, in terms of, I just want to be with cool people. It doesn't matter, really. You know, I'm just happy to be able to not be working at A&W anymore.
In a room full of pennies.
Or jewelry.
A&W, the root
More
beer
pennies.
company?
Or pennies. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I was a supervisor there.
For A&W root beer?
Hell yeah, man.
I'll be
Who's a
damned.
group
I
here?
tell you, you give me a job and I'll do it.
What happened? IBC came in and ruined it for you.
No, I got a guitar and decided that I'd be better suited to go hang out with the peanut gallery in Los Angeles.
Right on. Well, this has been really cool. We've learned a lot about these two.
Well, probably too much, man. This could be a bad thing.
And hopefully next time we're going to learn a little bit more about these guys. If you have questions
Wow.
for Fear Factory or for the little egg creepy thing next to me.
Oh.
I can tell you, it's emanating from her being.
I have a lot of jewelry and pennies on my wrist for a reason. It's like a stake in your heart. You can email us at www.stonecoldtv.com. Just go to the contacts, and if you have any more questions about any other bands or a band you would like to see us interview that's going to be in the Atlanta area, email us, send us some info, and hopefully you'll keep watching. Thanks.
See ya.
Burger?
Steaks.
Food on the
16.
Steaks and burgers.
steaks and burgers.
That was funny.
Oh.
What is your favorite food?